Every morning, I wake up anywhere between 6:30 and 7 a.m. After getting dressed, I do some makeup and kind of get ready. What's up? It's day 66 of quarantine. Well, not real quarantine, we still all go outside. Real quarantine starts in a few days when my brother comes home, so I'll have to stay inside while my mom's in a hotel. It's a whole thing. But I will get to see him, which is very exciting. But I'm trying to make the most of the days that I can still go outside. Now, my favorite part of the day is the early morning, and specifically breakfast. I love breakfast. I always wake up really hungry, and I'm super excited to make myself something in the morning. My go-to recently has been this cheese tofu arugula tomato quesadilla. It doesn't taste like a traditional one, it's definitely more of a salad, but it's delicious in my opinion. I usually pair it with some fruit and a cup of tea. While I'm eating, I like to practice some code on this app called Mimo. After finishing breakfast, I brush my teeth, and I make sure to do all of this before 8 a.m. because from 8 to 9 I have my productive time. On this specific day, I only had one class, which is science, and I actually had a unit test from 9 to 10. I decided to spend the first half hour studying for the science test and the second for doing some French work. So next, I had to write my science test. After I finished writing it, I spent until 11 planning out this project actually and where I would go with it. I try to optimize my time before noon because that's when I feel like I can get the most done. Another thing I had on my to-do list was to read a few chapters of To Kill a Mockingbird for English class. Once I was done with that, at 11:45, I had some time dedicated to workout. I've been following the same routine for just over a month now. I've been on a mission to see how long I can plank for, and I've been practicing every day, increasing my time more and more. My record is 2:55 at the moment. We're trying to get it up. After I work out, I'm super hungry, so I go and make myself some lunch. Depending on the day of the week, from 1:45 to 2:45, I either have a class or I work on French. Today, it was French. The next half hour is designated for music, so I either practice the ukulele or piano. This time I decided to practice some piano because I've been learning Fly Me to the Moon, but jazz is difficult, so it's taking some time. After that, I give myself a choice of either going on a run or going longboarding. Since I had a riding lesson in the evening, I decided to go longboarding so I didn't tire myself out too much. I usually go outside for half an hour and go up and down hills. After this, I have a half-hour phone break before I jump into my riding gear and have my riding lesson. Now, I have been learning how to drive since I got my L, but I'm not on this car's insurance, otherwise I would drive to the barn. This was my third lesson back, and I was super excited. I got to ride Oz, and while I don't like to play favorites with the horses because they're all perfect, he's definitely my favorite. He's very speedy, I love him a lot, and I had an amazing lesson on him. Once I get home, I eat dinner, and then I have some free time before I need to start getting ready for bed. What a Casey Neistat intro. This is Samme lukke något av mir, which translates to the lightest boat in the world. This is a childhood book. After that, it was time to get ready for bed and go to sleep. Dear future me, hi, the world is a little weird right now. I've gotten used to not traveling to and from school, seeing my friends every day, and being able to take the ferry to Vancouver Island for the weekend. I hope you're still eating well. You're naturally only hungry for about half of what you're supposed to eat in a day, so you better be thinking about that. I hope you went back to rugby. The season got cancelled, so we only got to play one game, but it's really an incredible team and opportunity. Make sure you go back. The lesson barn is probably full right now, right? I had my first 2 lessons back recently and it was crazy. Super empty and we have to wipe down the tack after we use it. Last lesson is at 5 instead of 7. Strange. 16-year-old you is on a health and fitness journey. Who would have thought you'd care so much? Daily workouts and runs and longboarding, plus kayaking or something on the weekends. No off days. I remember having PE, rugby, and riding all in one day, so this barely compares. You better still be on this productivity grind. You literally solved procrastination for yourself. Better not be taking it for granted. And if you are, get on it. You have life goals. Come on. Take Coco outside. He loves going on walks with you. So eager. Yes, it's time you could be spending doing homework, but come on, he deserves love and attention. Your brother came back. Dima came back. At least he should have. I wonder if he went back for his 2nd year in Finland or if he's doing it online. Man, I appreciate the time with him. He's so cool. Oh, and his room should be decorated now too, with plants. I love plants. Are you still good friends with Sophia? She's been a real one through this. You're actually pen paling right now. I wonder if that changed. But I've gone on the boarding trip with her around Vancouver. Skateboard picnic, remember? Anyway, I hope you're doing well and the people around you are doing well. They're very awesome. Ksenia Narkovich, May 21st, 2020.